Alrighty. So, today we're going to be doing a character that a lot of people don't like, and I suppose I don't mind this character. I don't think he's a good character, but he doesn't seem like a horrible character to me, which is Diver. It's like a weird character. You basically are super scaled on your crit chance, especially if you remain with precise weapons, and you naturally get sustained by building melee damage, which is really nice. But the enemy, you kind of have to play down a weapon or two, depending on just what the run throws at you. You have to kind of be flexible, because the harpoon is good enough to some degree, but you might want to pick up like some other ranged weapon at some point if you see it, like an SMG or something, minigun, stuff like that. And the enemy health is super high. It's just sort of weird if you're just using the harpoon gun, because you get to this weird rhythm where it's like you can't kill enough enemies because you're like kind of scared to engage them. But I don't know. I think it's okay, because you know me, one of my favorite characters is Crazy, and it's basically not a gigantically different way to play. And it's nice that I get free sustain by just stacking melee damage, but certainly Crazy is definitely better, right? Like, I think for sure just start Thief Dagger no matter what. You want that extra economy. But you may want eventually to pick up something else. I actually, like with Crazy, I typically like a Shuriken. That may not really always be the case with Diver, because a Shuriken doesn't do so well with the 250% enemy health if the enemy health is not debuffed properly. I explained that so horribly. Maybe it'll just be better to show it with, to show rather than tell. Show it to him. Let's see if we can kill this tree. The trees take a while to kill too, because I believe they have the extra health, but they don't get the debuff. So lumberjack shirt would be nice. Some harvesting. Plus it's a character that's allowed to have harvesting. That's already good, right? Don't really want a sharp tooth. Could probably take this, maybe not the luck. You know, we're gonna have enough regen. Alright, definitely that. I may actually just buy this right now, and then call it good. We're gonna get through this fight just fine. We don't really have to. The Thief Dagger is such a cheap weapon that we don't actually really have to like worry too much about upgrading them necessarily, because we want to transition out of them relatively soon. Like probably around wave 10. We would like to still use Thief Daggers for wave 9 to get the most money, but after that we want to start transitioning out of it. Ooh, super nice greedy start. Alright, we got full weapons. Let's roll one more time. Oh, okay. Like I said, if you see an SMG, you should probably lock it. The only question then becomes, like, do you stick with the harpoon gun? And that's a tough one to figure out. I think this early of an SMG, though, I probably will just remove the harpoon gun, I think. And here's the thing, I don't need an SMG, but you should probably transition to one if you see it. That's good. Melee damage, percent damage maybe not. We're already pretty greedy. Let's start getting damage. So let's get rid of that. Take that, take that, take that. I lock that, that's fine. So your debuff, remember, is from your ranged weapon. So some fast-firing weapon like SMG is just gonna probably outperform your harpoon gun, and having the both of them might be a bit redundant. The only thing that's nice about the harpoon gun is it pulls them into you, which can be good, but it also can actually be bad. So, like, I feel like with the SMG, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to keep it. I'm not even gonna go for the loot alien or the tree. I just can't kill them in time. But you can see where we do need to like get our damage up. We could also run 2 SMGs. I'd rather just upgrade the one, I think. Get some armor. Lock that. And even though we get the minus range damage, upgrading does upgrade the base damage, which actually early on is relevant. My SMG can actually kill stuff still at this stage. And a bit in trouble here, but it's okay. With the greed, I'm not going to take the whistle. It's kind of just like too hard to kill those things. I can definitely take cute monkey. Get our curse started. I'm okay taking a bad item like charcoal because I need melee damage to just stack up. We want that juicy. I may take this and temporarily go down just so I can upgrade the current SMG. We may be able to take Weird Ghost. We have 4 HP regen, but it would go into wave 7, so probably not. I do have to wonder if Harpoon Gun actually outperforms SMG early on. It seems like it does. Like this, I've never had an SMG this early, so it's kind of new territory for me. And it doesn't actually seem like it's better than the whatever. Okay, so I'll take the attack speed there because it's blue. I may want to get this tier 2 knife as well. Yeah, let's get that. Like I said, knife, eventually you want to transition to because it does way more damage, especially with the amount of easy crit that you're going to get. Jelly would be 3 HP right now. I think we should take that. And it will always be 3 HP probably because I'm never going to fully get rid of Thief Dagger most likely unless I find that many knives. Roll at 5? Yeah, probably. Okay. This is a little weird. I don't think I take the Decomposing Flesh. We're going to have a lot of HP regen by the end of this. Riposte is not a good item, but again, for 66 bucks, I need to take melee damage wherever I can get it, because I haven't really found melee damage too well on this run. Double egg spawn. Kind of annoying when you don't have any extra, I don't have any gentle aliens or anything. Another double spawn. Very unlucky, and they're like, no way I'm getting to those eggs, so. Luckily I have enough, like, greedy stuff that I can get away with not killing as many enemies here, but yeah, this is not, like, feeling like a great run so far. Engineering. Why would I ever need that? HP probably. I don't know. I kind of feel like I should reroll for. Nah, I'll just take the HP. I was almost trolled there because it said current level 9. It seemed like it was a guaranteed tier 2, but it wasn't. So I'm like, I should just take that. Well, now that we have the tier 3, may want to. Ball and chain, we definitely don't want. Okay, let's actually just recycle this then. Take that knife. I guess we take that. Yeah, like I said, I don't know that we really want Shuriken. I'm okay with the Scar and the Cyclops Worm. I think we just want to stick with the... I don't know, Shuriken with the... maybe I should have taken the Shuriken, because Shuriken with the SMG is actually fine. It's less good with the Harpoon. But too late now. I think this is fine. Maybe just I'd have 4 weapons at that point, and it'd just be too much. We just commit to the knife. We'll do more overall damage. Man, the stuttering is so annoying. Even on my PC, my SMGs are not firing as fast as they should be. And you can see it here in plain display. And if you look at the cooldown, it's 0.141, so you can tell me if you think it's shooting that many times a second, which would be, whatever it is, but it's like 1,000. Maybe it is. It's close. Level 10, I have a guarantee. I think I may want armor. No, I want damage as well, but I'm getting some here. I lose crit chance, but I think we'll take it. Alright, these are good. Wave 9, time to make money, but... yeah, this should be an okay wave. Also a wave where we're happy to not really have Shuriken. Shuriken doesn't really do much into this. Melee weapons do a lot more better. And even the Shuriken would steal kills from the thief daggers. And the knife does too, but not nearly as bad. Might be able to kill this. Okay, the classic throw the run to kill the loot alien. That would have just given you an engineering book anyway. Right, I guess we're not killing the predator. Definitely need more attack speed. But if it's going to throw me... okay, there we go. Beautiful. Take. Javelin? Tentacle, absolutely yes. I don't think we really care to upgrade this any further. The cooldown actually doesn't change. So I don't even know why I'm trying to focus on upgrading this SMG. It's like, it's gonna do what it does. I forgot that the cooldown does not upgrade when you do upgrades on it. Bandana though is definitely worth taking. That'll just make me debuff more enemies. So I'll take that. Even though it did give me a 10% damage downgrade. Whatever. Black belt, probably. Is worth locking. I even debated the other thing, because obviously the range damage doesn't matter, but the attack speed might just outweigh the percent damage loss, especially since I'm having some issues with attack speed. Now this is a fight where Shuriken would definitely be better than Knife, but it's okay. May want a range upgrade too. I would have a much easier time getting to these enemies if I had some range. But it's just lower on my priority list. Some armor. Alright, we'll take that. None of this crap. I don't even know if we want this. Whatever, I'll take it. Losing attack speed is not great, but again, I'm having troubles getting melee damage. I'm not going to take the Lucky Charm. I may almost want the Alien Tongue. It's just such an overcosted tier 1 item, though. Alright, upgrade that. Take that. I think I will lock this. It sucks to lose armor, but keep in mind my crit chance upgrade. I haven't gotten too much crit chance, and I do have a 25% increase on my crit chance upgrade, so I think we can kill this guy. I just need to make sure these balls down. Me by surprise. Engaging this guy close is never fun. But, I don't know. Maybe we won't be able to kill him. Maybe I will, though. I don't know. Alright, so wave 11, elite kill. I mean, it's definitely not a weak character if you're doing that. That's what I will say. And it hasn't even done that good of a run. We just killed a wave 11 elite, which is like... most of the characters I play don't do that. So is Diver that weak? I don't know. He's not super strong, but he's definitely not weak. I just don't like this item. I'm not even... and you know me, I don't even like luck, but... I can get $100 for this, or... I don't know, maybe it's worth it. It's a lot of regen, I'll take it. I think I need to take the attack speed over the melee damage here. Take the crit chance, take that. Yeah, I'll take that since I'm getting so much experience gain. The harvesting is like pretty worth. I'll take all of these. We'll just recycle this, I think, at this point. I want to transition to mainly knives. I may just want my dodge though. I'm not. This is like not that much harvesting. I just want to like try to pick up. Yeah, like that's much better for me. For example, 18. Probably don't roll here. See, you start fighting like this, it's kind of like, well, yeah, I got all this HP regen, but I'm not getting hit too much. Maybe I should just try to actually get hit more so I can get more kills. So all I effectively did was give up $100 to lose 10 luck, which is maybe not the best. I don't know that 45 range outdoes 12% damage, especially... yeah, I think the 12% damage is better. Ooh, a second spyglass. I'm in heaven. This is like maybe takeable. It's 6%. Or no, I guess it's just 5% crit chance. Yeah, it's probably too expensive for that. I guess we're gonna have no range on this fight. Rituals, basically just never worth it. Could take the acid. That's what the hippie said. Alright, I'll take that instead. Ooh, I like community support. One more roll. lock. Lock. That was a good roll. Look at that. Oh, yeah, we're definitely taking minigun. I mean, it's a lot of money, but, yeah, I mean, come on. That's super good. Oh, why didn't I lock the scarf? It was cursed. I literally didn't even, like... The shop was so good that I didn't even, like... Oh, that is such a mistake. That was a cursed scarf. How did I... like, as I'm hitting the accept button, it's the first time I even looked at it. I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes. I'm losing it. I'm literally losing it. Mentally. I think lack of sleep has caught up with life. Feeling pretty strong at this point. Feels like I can kind of just run into anything and kill it. I think once I get this minigun, it'll feel even more strong. Assuming the frames don't drop too much. The fire rate is going to be quite a lot better. Take some of that. I think I'll take the range over the speed here. I don't really need speed. Man, I'm so stupid though for not taking that thing. I mean, I guess it's actually not that much faster, but it's still probably worth me taking. Probably just buy this. Definitely buy that. So this would actually add some damage to this minigun. Actually, yeah, it would just add 1. It's not like super relevant. I feel like I always take nail thinking it will do more than it does. But it would open up engineering as a scaling option. It's just probably unnecessary. Alright, we're definitely taking that. Beautiful item. Probably not worth locking these tier 1s. Especially when I have a roll to give. Of course, the roll is useless, but that's how it goes. One more fight. We'll fight an elite. This fight will probably actually be harder than the elite, because it's the blob wave, but blob wave on melee can be kind of miserable sometimes, so I'll just have to make sure I'm on top of these guys. Can't lose track of them. Can't really go for the trees, but I'm gonna. My lack of luck is not synergizing with the fact that I have like 2 bags, but whatever. It's not that important. As I've always maintained, I find luck to be the most overrated stat in this game. When I don't have it, I don't really feel that I'm lacking anything. When I do have it, it often feels like I invested in a stat that didn't get me anything, and then I feel super weak. Actually, a super easy wave. Let's take some of that armor that we lost. We've lost a lot of armor on this run. I almost want to take this, but eh. Okay, padding. Ooh, shackles. Let's take this and lock the shackles, and maybe I can get my speed positive before I buy it, but we'll see. I'll lock it for one more time here. Do we want a shuriken at this point? I mean, these are... Wow, the thief dagger is like actually doing more damage than my knives. I'm not sure why. I guess they're just luck of the draw. I was gonna say I could just get rid of that thief dagger and get the shuriken, but I don't think I will. Get some armor. I'm wasting my rolls, but whatever. We could, hey, we could get minus 2% damage. That'd be cool. Alright. I was trying to like maybe find like a good source of speed as well, so that I could. All this demon is like easy mode. Man, this character is actually so good at killing elites. Maybe one of the best. I mean, I melted that elite. Completely melted it. And I'm not really like high rolling melee damage or anything. I haven't found mastery. I haven't found any tier 3 melee damage. I don't even think I found any tier 2 melee damage items. I've only done level ups and mostly tier 1 items. I think like completely all of my melee damage has come from melee, has come from level ups and tier 1 items. I'm trying to think. No, I did have some tier 2 items. I had the muscly dude, so there is that, but still, it's not like a super... Alright, ask and ye shall receive. I guess my shackles is going to be even worse, but hey, that's 12 melee damage. I'm of course going to take that. Hey, look at that. I got positive on speed. What more can you ask for? Shackles, yes. And now, just like that, my range is good. You know, I will let the people that like fishhook continue to like it while I continue to not like it. I don't need another bandana. I'm pretty good there. Don't really need any of that. Eye patch might actually be good simply based on the fact that it would make my minigun cover a bigger area. So I'm going to take it simply because of that, and the Pierce is just a bonus. Rocket Launcher would be an interesting one. There's Mastery. We're definitely taking that. I actually have positive knockback, but it's still like locking on 171 to essentially get 11% damage increase. I don't know that that's worth it. It actually probably was worth it, but yeah. I just don't want to have to now worry about not dumping knockback, because I feel like a lot of good items dump knockback. We're Meltman. Definitely the accuracy debuff has been good, it seems. Like I'm covering so much extra area, it looks like, with the minigun. Still can't wait for Monster Train 2 to release. I continue to be impressed with everything that is being done for that game. Maybe crit chance here? Speed won't matter. Take a little bit of range. Take that. I don't need any of that. Even the tier 1 knife is like whatever. Barnacle's even like too late for me to really care about. Same with the celery tea. I guess we'll take the saltwater. Definitely take the crystal. Ashes. Definitely take that. And definitely take another crystal. Wow, now we're high rolling. Now we're high rolling. We didn't need to, but we certainly are high rolling. There's no question about that. But yeah, this has been my experience with Diver. It's a really good character. I think I beat it first try on the Abyss, and I've played it several times in the Abyss since then, because it's actually pretty fun on the Abyss, because the Harpoon gun I usually just end up keeping, because all of those enemies that sort of stay out of your range, it just makes short work of them, makes things easy. I theorized that maybe he's harder on the crash zone, and maybe that's true, but he certainly doesn't seem that hard to me. I will say the first waves in this run were tough, but that might have just been because I took an SMG too early, or maybe that I ditched the Harpoon too early. Is probably how I can explain that. We'll take the 3 armor here because we're going to be losing 3 armor, essentially. Or I guess we're only losing 2. Because it's at the end of a wave. But yeah, we're definitely taking that. That's super good. I don't need cake. I could lock this, I guess, and take this, sure. Alright, Croc. That was 7-second kill. Not bad. And I could have killed him faster. I just sort of panicked when he... It's like my natural reaction to, get out of his way. But I probably didn't need to. I have pretty good amount of health and armor. Just probably would have immediately melted him if he went around and taught me. Frames are dropping though. I kind of wish they would just revert the last 2 or 3 patches, because clearly this frame dropping thing, at least for me, was not an issue before then. But it's a giant issue now. Not just on PC, but especially on the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is basically unplayable for me. And it's only gotten worse with each patch. But like, I can't play any SMG character on Steam Deck, for example, other than Streamer. Streamer is actually so powerful that I can still do it with Streamer. I guess we can take this. I don't know why we would, but I guess I will. Hey, you want to get another harpoon gun? Maybe. Probably not, though. How's the damage spread here? You could probably just stick with Thief Taker. As I'm looking at this, I'm like... I've never... Usually it seems like the knife vastly outperforms Thief Taker, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. Yeah, too late for that. Take that. Almost accidentally clicked that ball and chain, by the way. Yeah, nothing really here. Even that's like not that worth it. I'm gonna roll one more time. This is not a super great shot for me. Definitely take that. Take that. Alright, whatever. Do one more wave here. And even with my double spyglass, you roll that many times and it starts to get questionable to keep rolling. But yeah, I mean, I'm still, at least on the Steam Deck, this is a character I can play just fine. As long as I guess I'm not doing an SMG. But as if I just stick to melee and the harpoon gun, it's a-okay on Steam Deck. The frame drop doesn't become an issue. And just to bring it back to an earlier point, it's still loads stronger than Creature, in my opinion. At least when I'm on my Steam Deck. Maybe on PC I can concede that the Creature is better, because the Creature was melting stuff. I mean, so is the Diver, though. Like, to me, they're both very good on PC. Definitely don't... Tyler is not worth it on any character, ever, in any situation. Horrible, horrible item. I'm well over 100% crit. I really don't need to be taking crit. And I don't think this game has overcrit, if you're familiar with that concept. Still should take this, though. Alright, this is the last wave. I have so much money. I still have $1,000 here. Pretty good. Sure, why not? Sure. Get out of jail. Probably as much... I pretty much say always buy Sunken Bell, but I think given our situation, we don't really need it. That. Alright, should be good to go here. Where is the enemy? Alright. One down. One to go. 12-second kill. So I don't know. You tell me if Diver seemed weak. Sure didn't seem weak to me. Seems to me like one of the strongest characters in the game, if I'm being honest, but... Obviously, we started high rolling at the end there, but I maintained that early on it wasn't necessarily a high roll. But like I thought maybe the early SMG was a high roll, but it didn't. As someone who's played Diver a bit and usually just sticks with a harpoon, like I'm telling you, that was not stronger than just sticking with harpoon. But yeah, we had a lot of economy early, which I guess was good. Made the early fights a little rough, but whatever. Still with mostly negative luck for most of the run. We got 375 out of our bag, so that's good. 218 out of the recycling machine. It seems like we had pretty good luck with our items. Obviously we had less luck, so we're getting less items, but we actually got a lot of items just based on the gold there. But what I will say is 218 for that early of a recycling machine indicates to me that we had pretty good items offered because we didn't actually recycle too much. 516, that's a big coupon. 71, that's pretty low for Cube Monkey. We didn't get hit much, so we only really were getting hit at the start. 562, no surprises there. Spyglass is legit. 300 there. I don't think Tentacle correctly says things, because there's no way I took 300 damage over this run from the point I got Tentacles. So I think it's just saying whenever the heal procced, even if I'm at full health. It took me apparently this many time playing the game to come to that realization, but definitely there's no way I took 300 damage on this run. Any other stats recorded for these? 93, doesn't really look like it. Well, anyway, did that. Okay, at least by the final wave, the knife technically outperformed the Thief Dagger, but honestly, not enough. I'll tell you this much. If I did it over, now that I've really paid attention to knife, I don't even think you really need to pick up knife. It seems like Thief Dagger pretty much does the job anyway. I don't know, yeah, I mean, I guess Thief Dagger, I don't know if they changed it. I swear it didn't used to increase the crit damage, but it actually keeps pace with the knife because ×4 really isn't that worse. Like the damage scaling on melee here, kind of evens out because the base damage on knife is lower. So one thing I will say is if you start Thief Dagger, you probably don't actually have to transition out of it with Diver unless you want to go Shuriken, because knife actually just sucks and should never be taken, it looks like. I mean, seriously, if you look at these two, is there really any reason to take knife over it? Like, I'll give up a little bit of damage to get an extra 500 materials easily, right? Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching.